Good morning. Today I'm just going to explain, because someone requested this, to explain ground force reactions. Now what I mean by ground force reactions is how your feet are applying pressure in the golf swing in the ground. Now there's a huge difference between moving pressure and moving weight. Moving weight, your centre of mass moves around. Moving pressure, if I was on a pressure plate that measures my pressure, as I'm lifting up, my centre of mass is staying centred, but my pressure is changing from my left foot to the right. Now in the golf swing, you apply ground force reactions in three ways. One is you have a lateral shift. Two, you have a torque or a rotational shift. And three, you have a vertical push. Those are the three ways you apply pressure into the ground in the golf swing. So Newton's law, with every action there's an opposite reaction. So if I push this way, the ground's going to make me push back this way. If I'm pushing here, force is going to make me go this way. So the best players in the world, their sequence is always a horizontal push, a rotational or a torque with a vertical push. So the way to think of it, it's a glide, it's a spin, and it's a jump. Now, these all happen at certain times in the golf swing. So the horizontal push is from the top of the swing to about here, where you have the most horizontal push in the golf swing. When the left arm is parallel to the ground to about here, you are now applying the most rotational or torque force in the ground. And thirdly, when the shaft is parallel to the ground, you're now applying the most vertical push. Now, the average golfer on the PGA Tour is applying about 182 kgs of push in their lead leg in the golf swing, or about 400 pounds. So there's a lot of pressure that these players are using to apply speed, but they're using it from the ground force reactions: horizontal, rotational, and vertical. Now, a lot of people have the look where they should be at impact, but they're not applying the pressure. Rory McIlroy applies the pressure and has the look. So in the golf swing, you need to start braking at some point to get the speed out to the golf club. Like, you don't just keep turning and turning and turning. So it's like when you've got a towel and you flick it. This has to stop so you can generate the speed at the end of the towel. Same in the golf swing. There's a turn, there's a bump, there's a rotation, there's a push, and this actually stops. Then you get the speed to the club head. Now, I'm going to show you two examples of exactly someone hitting the ball off ice, and you'll see exactly how the force has been applied to the ground. And when you see this, hopefully it makes sense. But I'm going to show you two quick videos. So, ground force reactions: horizontal, rotational, vertical. It's a glide, it's a spin, and it's a jump. Now, if you look at these videos here, here's a perfect example of someone. Watch how the force gets applied in the feet. See out there? That's called a cup link. If you can have the feeling of your force in the ground moving that way in the golf swing, you will start to probably hit the ball further, but that's exactly how the force should be. See out there? And I'll show you one more video. And this is of Rory McIlroy. Watch this here. I'll take him back to about... Right, there's his belt buckle. Now watch where this travels in the golf swing. So if you go here, let's see where he is at the top. He's about here. So I'm going to put a line on his left hip. So it's a glide. There's the glide. There's the turn. There's the jump. Now look where his belt buckle is now. And see, now he's applying the brakes. So, glide. There's his belt buckle. Turn. Jump. And now he's applying the brakes. But anyway, that's ground force reactions. Using the ground will help you get more speed.